EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go, back.
A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Ready.
Here is Young. Complete. It's Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On third down, they turn to Sanders. They find some open field here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A first down throw for Young. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Ready.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
So, week 1 is upon us. Frank Reich making his debut as Panthers head coach. He's tapped Bryce Young to get the nod here on opening day. I think nowadays, Charles, if you're the #1 overall pick, the expectation is that you're going to be running the show right from the start.
I agree with that totally, and I support it, because if I'm drafting guy #1, I'm going to do everything possible to get him ready to go right out of the gate. And it has worked out fairly well for the last 3 guys who are in that position. Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, and Trevor Lawrence. All 3 have led their teams to the playoffs, with Burrow getting his team to the Super Bowl.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, Young. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From the red zone now, Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Well, the first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block even at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
A gain there of 21 yards.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Ritter. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 33 yards. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. Black truck. Ready, go. Ready.
Now this going to be a quarterback draw. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Going play action. Ritter. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called. Offense They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Strikers, 3-3.
Ritter.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ritter back to throw.
And he's got it to Patterson, complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And a good job here of getting the running backs involved in the passing game because they line him up out in the slot to the right. And they're hoping he won't get accounted for, and he's not. Turns into big trouble for the defense, able to work his way free, and turns it into a big play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he'll go at the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Inside the 20.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
And 2 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Young, he's going to change it up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play, that's a -4.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Young on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Young to throw it.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Moore, the man in motion. First down, Young.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Sanders again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On first down, Ritter finding Miller once more, complete.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
23 yards on the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's Ritter.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ritter
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Young.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw for Young. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show what he's made of.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Young. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Another completion there. We think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll see you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman
likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kenneth Walker, 69 yards.
And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. 1st and 10, Young. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Off the play fake, Young.
Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chard. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. That throw by Young incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give you a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
He's into space past the 25. And down to the 19-yard line.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, Young. To the right side, and he's got more complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. It's caught by Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And Young's throw there incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
38.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here is Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're going to speed things up here. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Now Young. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
2nd down and 3.
Young. And his throw here is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Young. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards and take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That is taken in by Hurst. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Young to throw it.
And again, that's Hurst.
Touchdown! Hayden Hurst. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. The Young's going to throw for this.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than 1 play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by Miller.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Ritter back to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker.
It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Curry knocks this one to the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Young to throw it. That is caught by Thielen. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Young.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
The skip, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Ritter.
Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
White, strike it.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
On the right side, this is Miller. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. Young now. He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's Young.
Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. It'll be Young again. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Young going to move him around. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Young. Being chased out left. Sanders has it over the middle. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digit.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bryce Young
now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. Taking it right down Broadway.
Through the middle of the field. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Ken Walker.
Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend.
And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here.
Stop. 17. Commit red.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Okay.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Ready?
Now Young. Escaping the pressure right. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Ritter now. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
Ready. Slide 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On play action, here's Ritter. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this. And my goodness, another interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Steps away to his left. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.